Nadeshiko Masaki, aka Kamen Rider Nadeshiko, played by Hello Project's Irina Mano, and Miharu Minato, aka Kamen Rider Poseidon, played by D2's Atsushi Ahari. Whew, that was a lot.
A lot of news for 2 weeks.
Yeah. And that's all for the news this week. These stories and more were brought to you by JE Fusion, the Japanese entertainment blog. So go to JE Fusion for tokusatsu, anime, music, movie, and entertainment news.
And now we're on to my favorite segment, the Toku Music Corner.
All right.
And guess what, Nathan? It's time for revenge. So, this week, for my revenge against Nathan for forcing me to put Climax Jump into the Toku Music Corner, this week we'll be playing Time Judged All, my favorite Kamen Rider O song. It is sung by Ryosuke Miura and Shu Watanabe. Ironically, the actors that played Ankh and Eiji in Kamen Rider O's. And it is the theme song for the Tajidol Kamen Rider O's combo, which is my favorite combo, so double whammy, Nathan. It's my favorite song and my favorite combo.
Yeah! Alright. We'll be back with the Toku questions for this week. Enjoy the music.
しこに散らばる欲望多くを手にできたら願いが叶うさみんなが振り回されなくしてく自由目的そのためなら手段は選ばないなぜめくり合ったのか長い眠り覚めて考えてる暇はないぜ誰かが呼んでる誕生所運命クロスする今誕生所空へ高く舞い上がる胸の炎が闇を焼き尽くす奇跡の力ここに来いそうなの誰も自分だけ満たされたそうじゃない後悔しない生き方が知りたい会いたりする願いだけど同じ場所同じ闇を払いのけて明日を切り開く誕生所運命回り出したら誕生所止まんない終わり来るまで二つの願いぶつかり合って奇跡の力ここに来い春から時を経て今二度と悔やまぬために空より果てしない力で立ち向かえ る羽ばたく奇跡の力ここにゴーリーハート
And welcome back. That was Tajador. That was a pretty good song. That's one of my favorites.
I love Time Judge Doll.
Yeah.
Time Judge Doll. I'm not going to sing it for you because you just heard it. But anyway, it is time for the Toku Question Corner. I guess. We don't really have a name for this segment.
Yeah. Time for the Toku questions.
Unfortunately,
since we don't have the password to the Tokusatsu account, we couldn't get all of the questions, but those of you who brought the questions to me on YouTube will be able to read yours out this week, and those of you who emailed them to the Google account will be read out next week. I'm sorry, but it's just how it goes right now.
We don't have the password.
Force it out of Nathan next time. Anyway.
Okay, so I will start off the Toku question corner. I guess
right.
if that's okay with you.
Yeah, no, that's right. I forgot. That's your thing. I forgot.
Yeah, it's my segment. Okay, our first question is from the Full Metal Dragon 12, who contributes a lot to the corner. Should Megazords look humanoid, or should they look straight up robotic? I like the more robotic side to Megazords. I mean, in Super Sentai, they're considered to be gods, because you got Shinken O. The word O in Japanese means king or god.
Right.
So you got Shinken-O, Gokai-O, all that stuff. So I prefer them to look more mecha, because that's what they are. You know, a whole bunch of things combining. Something like humans aren't, combined. We're just, born as is. It's not supposed to be humanoid. Which there's one thing that pisses me off about Gokaiger. The frickin' smirk on the Megazord.
Oh, God.
That is my food droids to your fours, okay?
It's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
That's my one little quirk with Gokaiger. The goddamn smirk on the Megazord. Anyway, so yeah, I prefer them to look more mecha. What about you, Nightshade?
Same up, straight up robotic. They really shouldn't look human at all. They really shouldn't have like a humanoid face or like human characteristics. I like my mechs just as mechs. I mean, Goju Jujin is a perfect example of what a badass robot should look like.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Zhu Ranger Megazord.
Definitely, like Satan at a costume party. That's what I thought he was as a kid.
Okay, so our answer is robotic appearance for Megazords. Our next question, also from the Full Metal Dragon 12. What Power Ranger series hyped you up but disappointed you? And I already know my perfect answer. Operation Overdrive. I was so pumped up for that series, and it turned to crap so quickly. By episode 5, I was just not interested in kind of forcing myself to watch it. So I would say Operation Overdrive was the biggest hype up for me, because they put so much into creating the I'm pretty sure the ice bad guy was original to Power Rangers.
Yeah,
it wasn't in the Super Sentai.
Thank God.
Yeah, but they showed it off like it was a movie. They had behind the scenes of all this stuff, and it just turned out to be such a big flop and just crap. And that was my biggest disappointment in Power Rangers.
As much as I would like to say Operation Overdrive, my biggest disappointment would have to be Mystic Force.
I thought you were gonna say that.
Mystic Force, they brought it up as like this, mystic Power Rangers, like, they got their powers from a completely different power source. I'm like, oh, it's not on the morphing grid, so it's like coming from like, a witch or something. That actually sounds pretty cool. The suits looked pretty badass. They had capes, which was kind of new. Was pretty new to me for Power Rangers. I'm like, oh,
but you can't give that to Power Rangers though. That was Sentai.
That was Sentai. Yeah, I know. But I never saw the Sentai back then. I was pretty hyped for it. I mean, the suits looked cool. The bad guys looked pretty awesome, especially since the evil Power Ranger, that was pretty cool. And it just turned so bad so fast with the terrible dialogue, the friggin' I believe in magic. You can only transform if you believe in magic.
Easy. I had Undo pouring out of my nose. I was just like,
oh god. The only thing I could root for was the evil Power Ranger. He was like kicking their ass every time.
And how dare they tie that shit back to Mighty Morphin? They said that Magi Mother was Rita when she turned good. You do not attach that shit series to Mighty Morphin.
Exactly. Oh, God. But, yeah, Mystic Force was my friggin' flop.
Okay, so our next and final question from the Full Metal Dragon 12. Between the Q-Rex and the T-Rex Megazord, which would win? And
Q-Rex.
I'm assuming by T-Rex he means the Thundersaurus Megazord?
I thought he meant the one from Mighty Morphin.
Oh, I thought that was the Dragon Zord in battle mode.
No. The Q-Rex is from...
Oh, Jason's individuals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Q-Rex.
T-Rex.
Q-Rex.
T-Rex.
Why?
Next question.
No, we have to say why.
It's a split decision, okay?
Fine.
The next question.
For the record, the Q-Rex can turn into its own Megazord and fire missiles at it, so...
That's true. Okay. So the next question is from Tissinner. What is your favorite Kamen Rider bike, and what is your least favorite Kamen Rider bike?
Kamen Rider Double.
Okay, Double's my favorite as well.
My least favorite? Or you say your least favorite first.
Foes.
Damn it! Foes! Shit. Oh, whatever. Alright, fine.
Okay, there. We have our answers are synced this time.
They're the same.
Okay, next question from Tissinner. If you could be a Power Ranger in any series, what series would you pick and what Ranger would you be?
Good question. It's a really good question.
Actually, even though it's your hated series, I would love to be... I forget what the name of the English one is. I would love to be the Mystic Force Red Knight, the Wolf Knight, but the Fire one. Yeah, that would be my perfect Ranger form.
I would be the White Ranger from Dino Thunder.
Nice, excellent choice.
It just looks incredibly badass. Its Megazord can steal other Megazords. Or no, his Zord can steal other Zords. So right there, I mean, that's a pretty big advantage.
So mine would be okay. The name of the Japanese one is Bullazard Fire.